name is Nirmin. I'm the Senior Manager for Regional CRM. I was born in India, came here when I was 8.
My name is Naeem and I'm from Pakistan. I'm in United Kingdom almost like 15-20 years.
Hi, my name is Janice. I'm born and raised in the Philippines, and I've been living in London for over 12 years now, and yeah.
I'm Lara Oyesanya. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria, and trained there. And it's absolutely amazing that if you're a citizen of the United Kingdom, you can have dual citizenship. It's always great, when I'm going back to Nigeria, I fly out with my Nigerian passport. And when I'm coming back, I fly with my British passport. So one of the great advantages of flying two flags.
India stopped allowing us to have dual.
Really?
Yeah. We
Oh,
had to
that's such
hand
a
in our.
shame.
We had to hand in our Indian nationality. Same with
that's
Pakistan, right?
No,
No?
I mean, we can keep it too.
You can keep it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't.
I think it's great, and my children as well. They have their dual passports, and it's just easy. So when they're going back to Nigeria, although they're kind of British citizens, they don't have to go to the Nigerian embassy to get visa. So they just fly with their Nigerian passport and then come back with their British passport.
It's a great
It's
advantage.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
So one great advantage of flying two flags.
yeah. My children fly 3 flags.
Oh, really? How's that?
So my husband is British born Chinese, so he flies 2 flags as well. And as me being Filipino, same. I have dual citizenship. I have Filipino passport and I have the British passport. So the kids have 3 nationalities, I
Oh,
might
wow.
say. So they're British
Citizen of the
citizens.
world.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you have kids' names?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So I have 3 kids.
Do you?
Yeah. So 2 boys, 1 girl. So always they love both. They want to be here and they want to be back home as well. So when there are the holidays, they would like to go back. So always actually they love both kind of the atmosphere, the environment, the education over here. So they are now settled down here, but always they love to go with us.
Or when it's cold in the UK,
Yeah.
you get
Exactly, you get to go back.
Well, it's always cold
my
here,
immediate
but
family,
always like-
that my parents, everyone is actually back home. So I don't have as such other than my own immediate family over here, my children, my wife. So we live here, but my brothers and rest of all my family is back home. So always actually I feel I should go after 1 year and so on. So
No, I think it's
yeah.
great, and I think why I like the flying two flags so much is the fact that you are constantly, thinking about your heritage.
Yeah.
Because you always remain who you are, and if you work for an organization that has the same sort of mission and purpose that WorldRemit has, it's just great because heritage is so important.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the language as well. That,
Yeah.
It's kind of like blending in that being like bilingual.
Yeah.
It's kind of like amazing.
Because actually, for me, that's a kind of source of shame and disappointment, really, because my kids don't speak. They don't. I mean, I cannot come from. I was born in Lagos, southwest of Nigeria, and I grew up in a family whereby we spoke both.
Right.
And because in those days English was very much, the main language. At school we spoke English, at home we spoke English.
Yeah.
So when my kids, when I had mine when they were here,
You just
kind of
carried
sort of
on with
carried
that.
on speaking, English, and that's all they knew. And now they say it's all your fault, Mom. You never taught us how to
It's
do this."
interesting because I wasn't allowed to speak English at home. Like when we moved
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
when we moved here, I studied in English, obviously, in India.
Yeah.
It's very different studying in English here because everyone speaks very fast when it's
Yeah.
new to you. It's insane, right? Like now I think I speak the same, but then it was.
Yeah.
But when I was at home, if I spoke in English, my parents wouldn't respond to me. So now I find that I can think and speak in both languages simultaneously, which I wouldn't have been able to do if
Yeah.
they hadn't enforced that rule.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really, really good thing because now in Nigeria, for example, Afrobeats as a music is so
So
popular.
great.
Everywhere you go into the store, they're playing Afrobeats and you're thinking, can I just check? Where am I? You know?
Can the kids still relate on the same music?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
But what is interesting is all their friends, you know, that kind of were born here, they're already planning to go to Lagos in December because December
Because
is
of the party
time.
time.
And all the music, and it's like, oh God, it's all your fault, Mom. You know, I'll be going, everybody will be saying, you know, you mean you cannot speak Yoruba? Really? You know, I said, you're just going to have to fake it until you make it. You can't learn it.
Sometimes all you got to do is smile and nod your way through it, right? Yeah.
And one of the guys is coming to the UK to have a big show at the O2. And all the tickets are sold out.
I'm pretty sure some of the Indian music now
Yeah.
has a bit of
Like a
Afrobeat
Viz-
flavor to it as well.
I think it's
Like
because also
Wizkid-
like the
Wizkid
migration.
is
That's the
there,
one. That is
Davido
the one.
there,
That is the one.
Wizkid,
Yeah.
Davido, and you just Buna Boy.
How'd you know
and
so
all
much?
those.
How'd you know so much about them? I don't even know all their
I
names.
was not
He's
expecting
the
you to say
He's the
Burna
event
Boy.
manager.
I don't
Sometimes
even know
name
all
can
the
be
names.
Filipino.
You ask me,
and-
sometime I'm Filipino, sometime
Yeah,
I'm Indian,
yeah.
sometime I'm
Oh, that's
Pakistani, sometime I'm Chinese.
impressed.
That's
Yes.
that's the perks of being an events manager.
No, but still, like
Oh,
you
I
pulling out with Burna Boy
honestly,
makes
I
me think
mean-
about my Spotify playlist.
I can't even remember Wizkid. It's Wizkid that
Yeah,
is
Wizkid
coming.
is
Yeah.
coming,
yeah.
I don't.
And,
We need to go out.
So like a basket mouth is coming.
Yeah,
So it's all
you
those
know,
names.
Tiwa Savage,
Tiva
you know,
Savage, yeah, she's coming. Yeah.
Wizkid is completely sold
idea.
out. Completely
Like
sold
it.
out.
Completely
You know,
sold out, yeah.
and I was saying to one of my girls that, you know, where's my ticket? Oh no, Mom, it's not for you.
Your kid's going to see Wizkid.
Yeah. What? Yeah, it's just, you know, coming to the O2 all sold
Yeah, it's
out.
like
you know?
he has 3 dates now in November. 3 dates.
Oh, well, in
like
case
a
you get any
country.
ticket going.
We'll come with you, okay, Naeem? Makes you proud, right? Because it's
Oh,
like, you know,
totally.
that's my heritage on stage. All of
totally.
these people are there
Oh,
for, you know,
totally.
what I know.
And then it's all multicultural. It's
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
Nigerians or, you know, all Africans, Europeans. It's just the beats, it's the
Yes, it
music.
is,
You know?
yeah.
They don't know the words, you know.
That's correct, yeah.
You know, my daughters will come and say, okay, that's that. What does that mean? You know, how do I say it properly?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's such an interesting point about music, though. It's very unique to every culture.
Yeah. I mean, somebody's always said to me, you know, that sometimes music is kind of the gel, you know, that
Yeah.
you know puts
Yeah.
everybody together. Because if you've got, you know, this sort of dance moves, you know, you hear the music, you know, naturally without even thinking about it, you want to sort of go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I think it's just made such tremendous difference, you know, to people wanting to relate to other cultures. I think it's
I
great.
Do
agree.
you have like classical dance? Like, what is there like a national dance in Philippines or?
We do, but we love karaoke. That's the only thing.
Karaoke, yeah.
So that's the only thing. Party, karaoke, food. That's Filipino. So
I think I'm in the wrong country.
when my kids start singing, I always claim it. That's
Really?
the Filipino side.
Really? Is that big in the culture there? Karaoke?
Yeah. Karaoke is like your thing, no matter what. Like when you like singing, it's
Yeah, I think singing music, and if you look at, you know, some of these countries, I mean, Nigeria is just a very interesting country because you have the huge divide. You have the very rich and you have the very poor. I was sent a WhatsApp clip at some point, and it's sort of open market, you know, with so much traders, and there's so much, you know, many traders, and there's so much poverty and people, not that they're very rich, but somebody just started playing Afro beats, you know, and they were all stopping, you know.
And everyone becomes
dancing,
equal at that
everyone
point,
was, you know,
yeah.
dancing and smiling, and you just think at that point in time, you know, the music, you know, just brings them together, and they completely even forget about,
That's
you know,
amazing.
where am I
think
going to
music
sleep or what am I going to
anyway,
eat?
whatever the culture is, actually, music connects the people. Actually,
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
part of the heart.
Yeah,
actually. So,
it is, it
so
is.
either is Indian music, either is an African music,
Yeah.
either Filipino, either
Yeah.
Pakistani, whatever.
Yeah.
Pakistan, India, anyway,
Yeah.
the same
It's
thing.
very similar.
Yeah, same thing.
Well, we
So,
used to be
yeah.
one country,
So we
no?
have last week, the guy called Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. So
Did you go to his
so,
concert?
I don't know.
Did he come
just
to the
go for
UK?
one of
He comes to
them.
the UK every year. My friends
All
go
these, like,
crazy for it.
All the 3, like Birmingham, Manchester, here, packed, fully packed. actually.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, yeah. So
I have a Punjabi family friend.
Yeah?
I remember when he was doing a party for his grandson. You know, they
Oh,
had the
it's
big
big.
drums. You know,
It's
oh my
big. The
goodness.
door.
You know, oh yeah, it was just like everyone was just going. You know, the beats. You know, I didn't understand a bit of whatever it was being said.
So you
but
just go, right?
just
You don't
go with
even
it.
stop.
Just
So
go with
it's
the
the same
It's
like
amazing.
African drumming. That's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, it's huge, you know.
But when it comes to the Asian drumming, that's like a this way.
Yeah, it's
So
that way.
like-
And boom,
Well, it
boom,
also
boom, boom,
depends
boom,
on
boom.
which
Yeah.
instrument, right?
Yeah.
If you have your tabla, it's very
Yeah,
small,
that's-
it's very
yeah,
low.
small,
Then
yeah.
you have your
Yeah. It was really, really fascinating, you know, to see, and everybody got up.
It's
and
interesting you
danced
say
and-
that. So I married a Punjabi guy. I'm a
Yeah.
Muslim girl,
Yeah.
and his family and my family. My dad loves to party, but they love to party. So you can see in some of
Another
our like wedding
dimension.
events, like his wedding, his henna party versus mine were
Yeah.
two very different ones. They had bottles of alcohol. They've got music blasting, and we're all like, food, it's okay. You know, it's huge. Even within a country,
Yeah.
there's so
it's
much
different,
difference.
definitely culture,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it's
big.
always different because when I went years ago, a lot of his friends were asking, "Oh, who's that woman?" You know, and Colin said, "Oh, you know, that's like my, you know, sister from a different mother."
Oh, that's nice. I
would
like
say
that.
Yeah.
You were talking about your experience when you went to Lagos.
What did you eat as well when
Yeah.
you were there?
So supposedly I'm gonna have jollof rice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
Jollof
keep on
rice is the
asking.
thing, yeah?
So this chef in the hotel that we staying, he was speaking to me like, oh, which one do you like the most? Because I like to try.
have you had
like
did you-
local
Have you had it
foods?
before? Or that would have been your first time.
That will be my. But
Okay.
I really want because that's the popular
Yeah.
local food in
Yeah.
Nigeria, and I keep on saying to the chef that I would like to try jollof rice because it's always plain rice that they're serving, and
Yeah.
then he was like, oh, I'm gonna cook it for you, but because we're on the meeting all day and we're gonna come back in the hotel like late at night, so I missed that, and then the agency in Nigeria was like. We asked someone to cook jollof rice for you. You can take it with you at the
that's
airport.
so sweet.
Unfortunately, it
Did you
didn't-
forget?
No, it didn't arrive on time, and I had to leave.
Oh,
So
that-
yeah,
oh, I
unfortunately, I
Do,
didn't.
do you want to hear the story about jollof rice?
I've heard
Yes.
a lot of
Oh my
stories about it.
goodness,
Come
where
on.
do I start? Well, originally, you know, jollof, you know, is kind of a tribe in sort of Sierra Leone, which is, you know,
I did not know
very
that.
close, you know, neighborhood to Nigeria. And there's a lot of mix, you know, interrelationships and, you know, I mean, over a very, very, very long period of time. So it became a sort of, you know, very much a Yoruba, you know, southwest of Nigeria, Lagos thing, you know. And there's always an argument about who makes the best jollof rice. Ghanaians, you know, will try to claim that they
Yeah.
make the best, and
I've heard
Nigerians
about
say,
that.
"Don't
I've
even-
heard that,
don't,
yeah.
don't even go there. You know, you can't. It's not even it's a non-starter."
Yeah.
And then you have this Sierra Leone, you know, where it all started, you know, trying to claim it.
That's the
you know.
original.
But you know, Nigerians is always like, you know, there's so
They
many.
claim.
Oh, you know, it's them, and I don't know whether you saw the story when Jamie Oliver tried to do jollof rice, you know. All this stuff on Twitter that seriously don't even try it.
So, in your opinion, where is the best jollof rice?
Oh,
from?
Nigeria, of course. You know, oh, totally, totally. You can
Yeah.
rarely have any celebration that you won't have jollof rice. You know, and it's just so easy to make.
Do you serve it during Christmas or like something like? With
Oh,
big
every time,
occasion?
anything.
Every time,
With
yeah.
big occasions, you know, there's no party in Nigeria without jollof rice. It just isn't.
Like when you are living here in the UK, are you serving the same?
Oh, absolutely. I
Kinda
cook it
like-
ever so often. My kids
Yeah.
love jollof rice, you know. If I was entertaining you, you know, I'll think, okay, because it's just so, it's so easy, it's so quick, and it's rice based.
Yeah.
You know, and you can
Filipinos
easily,
eat
filling.
rice.
It's filling. You can really, you know,
Yeah.
relate to that.
We
And,
love rice.
yeah.
We eat rice, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between that.
That's jollof rice for
Rice
Nigerians.
is everywhere. So rice is in every part. Either is Indian chicken kadai to chicken biryani.
Even the Pakistani karais,
chicken,
right?
Chicken
Like
biryani, rice is there.
dum biryani, all
dum
the.
biryani and this and that. So
Yeah.
rice is always there. Yeah.
But this is the thing about food, right? Like, if we're going to talk about flying two flags, I think with food, everybody flies multiple flags.
Yeah.
Because food is so diverse.
Yeah, because you have your favorites as well, don't
Yeah.
you? You
Got the
that's not
sushi,
necessarily-
Peruvian,
yeah.
Korean.
Yeah.
What's
And-
your favorite food?
I think I love sushi and Chinese the most, like dim sum.
Mix both. of
Dim
them.
sum.
Yeah. What about you, Naeem?
Oh, I love chicken biryani and chicken kadai.
Really? I'm more of a lamb biryani kind of girl.
Oh,
What about you?
I don't mind lamb biryani, but I think I like Rogan Josh, because it's so spicy.
I love Rogan Josh.
And,
I love
and it's
Rogan
so
Josh. That's my
nice.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
In
I
terms
love,
of
I
like
love
Indian
that.
food,
I try to have Indian maybe
Yeah.
once a month or something, because you've got to watch the waistline as well when you do your curries. So.
But that's the thing, if it doesn't have oil in it and if you don't see a nice layer of it, one, it's not cooked right, and two, it's not going to taste great.
Exactly.
But
And
what's your favorite English or traditional British food?
Well, I suppose I'll go for fish and chips.
That's very common. That's everything.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with fish.
You can never go wrong with
I don't
fish and
know,
chips.
steak and ale pie, there's something about, I don't know if it's British actually, I don't know where it comes from, but it's in every pub in the UK.
Yeah,
Can't
steak,
go wrong
yeah.
with the
Yeah,
steak
yeah,
and ale
Yeah.
pie.
you have the steak pie as well,
I
which
love
is good.
scones and clotted cream.
What is the right way of saying scones though?
Oh
is
God,
it
don't
scone
go there.
or is it
I don't
That's
know.
another
Scones?
debate. Or how you
Yeah.
how you serve it, how you eat it in
Yeah.
the first place.
Yeah.
Cream first or
Cream
jam?
first,
Oh,
jam
jam first.
first, cream first. I don't know.
I don't
Like,
care.
I love
as
it.
long as long as I get to eat it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I don't care. I just want to, yeah. It's very interesting the role food has actually played, and you can see the sort of African synergies in Cuba as well. I mean, I've not been, but some of my kids have, and it's really very interesting to see this sort of culture, which is very much African based, in terms of the food and other practices as well, which is actually quite interesting. You can always see how cultures, have traveled in terms of the food.
Food, spices,
you can,
yeah,
you
flavors.
can relate to that,
Yeah.
which is really interesting.
The one thing I love about the UK is, though my family is really forward, I don't think I would have had the same opportunities in India as I've had here. And that's a given. And, that was one of the reasons we came here in the first place. For me, it was never I was going to get married at 16, whether I was here or back home. It was just, this is a land of opportunity. There is fairness. What I miss about India is my nan. Like, she brought me up, my parents were working really hard. For the first year of my life, I lived with her. So she's kind of like my first mom. So I'll always miss her more than I miss anybody else.
What I love the most about the UK, I think it's the diversity.
100%.
I'm really fascinated on how diverse we are, and like you can be friends with everyone from different cultures, different background. I don't think I can get as much of exposure on that in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And as you said, like opportunity, like you got like the opportunity here is like endless. I feel that you got it's wider than
And the working culture is better, right?
Exactly.
Like, it's 100% better.
Yeah. So the diversity, and I'm always saying that my kids are lucky to have that kind of environment, starting with their friends in school. That's something that I really love about the UK. What I miss about home, like Philippines is always home. Like I've been living here for a while, but Philippines is always home. My family is there, my mom is there, my sister is there, friends, I miss them. And of course the weather. Philippines is like 365 days of sunshine in a year and some rain. But yeah.
Just a tiny bit of rain.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I really miss about home.
Yeah. I think for me, the biggest thing is about the rule of law, but then I'll say that because I'm a lawyer. Well, seriously, where you sort of compare and contrast, rule of law in Nigeria, that's a different story.
So do you miss it or you don't miss it?
I don't miss that. So I love the fact that, there's a huge sense of justice, rule of law, ability to sort of make choices and live your life in the way you want to. I think that's absolutely great. But what I do miss, and I do miss quite a lot, is this sense of community that we have in Nigeria growing up. And also, you cannot really be unhappy in Lagos for a long time. There's been something that will crack you up because people are doing some really, really silly things, and you just find something to laugh about. And I miss that.
Yeah. Then we just have to make you laugh a bit more, I think.
So I love the education system here in the UK. The reason is because my kids actually they go to the schools. Actually, everyone goes in the same kind of environment. So, like in back home, yes, if you have money, you can go to really like rich schools,
Yeah.
and you have public schools.
Yeah.
The education system is really down. So I think over here, I really like that kind of equality. So
Yeah,
so
everyone
you have
gets
a lot
the
of
same level.
opportunities,
Yeah.
go to the same kind of education
Yeah.
system actually. So that's really love it. So my kids can go to the same kind of education. I don't need to pay a lot of money on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I miss, like Janice, you said, actually, I miss my family, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most of my family is back home. So I love to go back home every 6 months, but I can't because you have a lot of things to do here. So you
Responsibilities,
sacrifice.
Responsibilities,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so sacrifice here things. I miss my family, honestly. Yeah.